Welcome to the Market Moonlord, where we merge the matrix with the stars. I'm your host, Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon in Neptune. Okay, so I was sitting here looking at my charts, and I noticed that Bitcoin's moon appeared. These right here are I just put them there, but the unfortunately is the indicator doesn't show the moons before they happen. It only shows after they happen, which is kind of a flaw. I'm actually working on my own indicator. I'm going to fix that, and my indicator is going to show the eclipses and whatnot. But yeah, so as we can see, the Bitcoin full moon has appeared. Uh, so according to them, the moon is here, but it all is relative to your location. My location, which would be Eastern time, is the moon is 98% full right now. Okay. But yeah, we're pretty much in our full moon energy. Um, and Everything looks pretty interesting, right? So this is what I want you guys to think about. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. I do think we're going to see some dramatic moves in the market, and I think some of them will be somewhat scary, but some of them could be very exciting. Either way, we need to be prepared for all that. Um, and I know we kind of are already, but I do want to mention that I think you guys should watch this video that I came out with 2 weeks ago, um, because I'm talking about the Pluto situation. And I know I keep bringing this up, but it's a really big deal, extremely big deal. And the more I think about it, is literally happening in front of our eyes, like real time. Like we're in Pluto 29 degrees Capricorn going into 0 degrees Aquarius. Look at the I explain it in this video what that means, but even on a historical standpoint, it's all about fixing a system, and it typically involves destroying it first. That is literally the cusp of Capricorn to Aquarius, the old coming into the new. And you know that used to work, but we got a whole different structure now. We come out AI, right? Self-driving cars, um self landing rockets. It's Trump is our president, and he's like getting rid of all these systems that are no longer needed, or if ever were needed. um so it's pretty obvious, like the stock market is going to have something dramatic happen to it. Okay. And whatever that is, I believe it's going to be, well, I'm going to do more research to tell you more about it. But all I know is I do think if stocks, the market starts to fall tomorrow, I do think it's going to continue falling um, into next week, big time, especially when Pluto goes to Aquarius. Unless, um, and I do think some stocks will be exception to that, even, potentially crypto, um, the memes. There could be a little bit of, you know, a dip and a rip with those situations, but I do think basically I'm going to be playing. If we see like SPY go down tomorrow hard, I do believe there's going to be a lot more downside. Therefore, I think some people should potentially think about how they want to hedge for that, or prepare for that. Um, but yeah, I could imagine if we fall like that, um, it's gonna go under the 50 MAs. Okay, potentially anyway, and that's the case, there could be a lot of money made on something like that. And if we get something even crazier, yeah. So it is happening. Pluto going into Capricorn or Aquarius is happening in real time right now. This is very serious. I'm not joking. I think this is tomorrow is going to show a lot about where the market's headed. Um, and I do think there's going to be a lot of exciting news next week as well, especially from Elon. So, but that he's not going to save the whole market. We know that. But you all let me know what you think. Um, Also, I think I'm gonna start doing some like late night streams potentially, or late night videos like this where I just talk about what's on my mind. Let me know if you guys are interested in that sort of thing. I was looking at my crazy charts over here, my Bitcoin. Um, I know it looks crazy, and I'm not gonna even bother trying to explain it to you guys right now because I barely understand it right now. But I will tell you this: I'm the type of person to kind of get an idea on things, and then create my own ideas around that. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting stuff. I'm almost thinking based on kind of what I'm coming up with here, we might be looking at something like a moonshot to, around. So, what I did here was I took, let me go in a little bit more. All right. So, I took, I believe, this move right here. And what I did was I created, I don't know why, but I see this like, when I look at this trail, oops, when I look at this trail line here, which is a very strong one, right? That's like the launch pad to me, right? Um, and so you can see how it kind of like crossed over here, then wanted to cross over here, right? So we want to see it try to come up this circle, like basically now, because remember we just started the full moon. Like we want to see it basically come up here. I want it like to see it come up here, right? Maybe establish itself somewhere up here, and then basically make the run for it. But I eventually think it's going to come to like right around here in the center of the circle, and then have a nasty drop. Okay, so that would be a potential case scenario, right? We kind of hit 100,000, go a little bit higher, right? And then we fall into this big cup and handle before another break to 150. But what are the chances that we have to go through all this for it to break again, right? What are the chances? So maybe we like, I'm gonna have to keep thinking about that. I'm kind of just going off the the dome right now, so don't mind me. But yeah, I also think if we do drop, excuse me, let's not get ahead of ourselves. If we don't get the full moon pop, I think we're gonna come crashing down. Maybe we find support on this line, but I imagine we're gonna at least dip under it for a little bit at the very least. So maybe that would kind of make sense right around 80,000. So yeah, that's definitely where I would be looking to take a lot of risk. Um, Obviously, I think everyone and their mom would buy down here. Um, Look at all the liquidity down there. So obviously, I mean, it would make sense for it to come down. It would make sense for it to come down. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And let me know if I should do more videos like this, and let me know how you guys are potentially positioning yourselves for a you know market crash. And if you guys are interested in me going in more detail of what happened when Pluto was at the beginning of Capricorn, and why, and what I think is happening since Pluto is at the end of Capricorn, etc. Anyway, I'm Jason Alexander, the Blue Moon and Neptune. He'll help you navigate through the illusions of life. You watch the Marking Moon Lord, Warrior Matrix with the Stars. Until next time, peace.